Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My pleasure to welcome you to the 102nd Convocation of the University of Waterloo, the 102nd Convocation. Now, our graduates will get jobs, and you might well, graduates, be working for the president of a company. And that reminds me of a story that I read about where this president was scheduled to speak at an important convention. So he asked a young graduate to prepare some notes for his speech, get some comments, wanted a punchy 20-minute speech. When the president returned from the big event, he was furious. "What's the big idea of writing me an hour-long speech?" he said. Half the audience walked out before I finished. The graduate was baffled. "I wrote you a 20-minute speech," he said, "but I gave you 2 extra copies." So you'll have to be careful when you write these speeches for the people you're working for. But warm welcome again. Here at Waterloo, each convocation is a celebration of the achievements of our graduates. And this morning, we celebrate with those graduates in the Faculty of Mathematics, including Software Engineering, and St. Jerome's University. On behalf of the Board of Governors and the Senate of the University, I would like to express congratulations and best wishes to all who will graduate this morning. Please savor every minute of today's ceremony and the celebrations that will follow within your circle of family and friends. Today is a rite of passage to an exciting future, where you can apply knowledge, share your expertise, or continue to learn. I also welcome the families and guests of the graduating students. Your presence today is a tangible demonstration of your support and commitment to their success. We will begin with the conferring of honorary degrees and titles on individuals who have distinguished themselves in the academy. We will then confer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Finally, medals will be awarded to graduating students who've excelled in their studies. The proceedings will take less than 2 hours, and I ask that you remain in your places until convocation is adjourned and the academic procession has left the convocation hall. The ceremony blends certain age-old university rites and protocols with a spirit of informality which characterizes Waterloo. We trust that it will be an occasion to enjoy and an occasion to remember. I offer you my congratulations as you move on from Waterloo, and I challenge you. Take risks, be unconventional, but do not forget that honesty, integrity, and strength of character should be the driving force in all that you do. As an aside, when I was your age, I was introduced to a book by Napoleon Hill, and the name of the book was Think and Grow Rich, a wonderful book that studied success stories of businessmen, doctors, politicians, scientists, and others. The book analyzed the principles behind their success and explained it in very simple terms, concluding finally with this line: "What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve." So one day, when finally you've made your mark in this world, make sure you give back to others less fortunate. After all, every one of us has benefited from the wisdom, advice, and generosity of others that has helped shape our careers. So let me end with a Chinese proverb. The Chinese proverb goes something like this: if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, go help somebody. So, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to this convocation. The convocation will now begin. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Mary Thompson. Mary Thompson joined the fledgling Department of Statistics in 1969, when it was barely 2 years old. During the next 40 years, she rose to prominence both nationally and internationally as a statistical researcher, particularly in survey sampling, statistical inference, the theory of estimating equations, and stochastic processes. During her lengthy career, Professor Thompson supervised 27 doctoral students and many more master's graduates, earning well-deserved recognition from the university in 2007 for excellence in graduate supervision. In addition to publishing more than 90 articles in scientific journals and conference proceedings, she is the author of Theory of Sample Surveys. In 2003, the Statistical Society of Canada acknowledged the breadth and depth of her research by awarding to her its gold medal. She was named University Professor in 2004 and elected to the Royal Society of Canada in 2006. Professor Thompson has an enviable record of service to her department as its chair, to her faculty as Associate Dean for Graduate Studies and Research and Acting Dean, to the university as founding co-director of the Survey Research Center and an active member of many university-level committees, and also to the scientific community as president of the Statistical Society of Canada in 2003-2004. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding teaching, scholarship, and service to the University of Waterloo for 40 years, I request that you bestow the title Distinguished Professor Emerita upon Mary Thompson.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Ian McPhee, a University of Waterloo alumnus. Ian McPhee has used his exceptional software and business talents to provide leadership in the Canadian software industry, the Waterloo high-tech sector, and the University of Waterloo. Mr. McPhee was the co-founder with Wes Graham in 1981 of Whatcom, the first University of Waterloo spin-off software company. Today, this company, called iAnywhere, is a Waterloo-based division of Sybase. The strength of iAnywhere and its preservation in Waterloo are the result of Mr. McPhee's foresight and business acumen. In 1998, Mr. McPhee joined LivePage Corporation, another University of Waterloo spin-off co-founded by Wes Graham, and was a prime mover behind its merger with JANA Systems in 2000. He then joined JANA and played a significant role in the $1.8 billion merger of JANA and Siebel Systems, the largest software acquisition in Canadian business history. Again, Mr. McPhee ensured that Live Page remained in Waterloo. Mr. McPhee has given back to the community and the University of Waterloo. He has served on the university's Board of Governors, including terms as Vice Chair of the Board and Chair of its Building and Properties Committee. He has served as Chair of the Board of the Accelerator Center in the David Johnson Research and Technology Park and Chair of the Center's Entrepreneurship Council. Mr. McPhee has also served on the board of the Kitchener-Waterloo Community Foundation. Mr. McPhee was the first recipient of the university's J.W. Graham Medal in Computing and Innovation, recognizes his entrepreneurial leadership in the Canadian software industry. Recently, he was inducted into the Waterloo Region Entrepreneur Hall of Fame. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his many contributions to the Canadian software industry and University of Waterloo, and as a community builder, I request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Mathematics honoris causa upon Ian McPhee.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Bruno Buchberger. In his 1965 thesis, Bruno Buchberger established the algorithmic theory of Grosvenor bases to solve systems of nonlinear equations and has made substantial contributions to both the theory and practice of this transformative method throughout his career. What is now called Buchberger's algorithm is a cornerstone of symbolic and algebraic computation and a fundamental tool in software for computational mathematics. Beyond its theoretical significance, Buchberger's algorithm has had an immense practical impact, providing a viable computational approach to problems previously thought unsolvable. It has led to tangible advances in such diverse fields as robot motion planning, molecular configurations, solving partial differential equations, cryptanalysis, error-correcting codes, to name but a few. And through his Theorema project, Professor Buchberger has brought together the power of logical theorem proving and computer algebra. Professor Buchberger has fostered and promoted the scientific field of symbolic computation. He founded the Journal of Symbolic Computation in 1985 and led it to become the premier journal in its field. In 1987, he founded the Research Institute for Symbolic Computation in Hagenberg outside Linz, Austria. The institute is now a nexus of research activity in all matter of mathematical computation. Professor Buchberger's work also extends beyond the academy, and in 1989 he founded Software Park Hagenberg, one of the most successful technological centers in Austria. It hosts more than 40 businesses and 8 research institutes with almost 1,000 employees. A major recognition was bestowed upon Professor Buchberger with the awarding of the 2007 ACM Paris Kanellakis Theory and Practice Award, one of the top prizes of the Association for Computing Machinery, the largest computing professional organization. And in 2010, he was named Austrian of the Year in Research by the leading Austrian newspaper, Die Presse. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding contributions to computational mathematics, I request that you confer the degree Doctor of Mathematics honoris causa upon Bruno Buchberger. I now invite Dr. Buchberger to address Convocation.
Mr. Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, dear students and graduates, I would like to thank the University of Waterloo for conferring the degree of honorary doctor to me. Obtaining this degree from the University of Waterloo is particularly precious to me because this university is among the 2 or 3 top places in the world in the area of my research, which is called symbolic computation. The outstanding position of the University of Waterloo in this area is due to the continuous research efforts and world-renowned achievements of a group of researchers at this university over the past 3 decades in the so-called MAPLE project, initialized and led by Professor Keith Geddes and many of his co-workers. One of them is Professor Gisbrecht, whom I thank very much for being my host and mentor during this period. Long-term and systematic research, graduate teaching at the highest standards and professional management has led to the build-up of one of the world's largest and strongest groups of researchers and PhD students in the area of symbolic computation at the University of Waterloo, jointly with the University of West Ontario. It has also led to the formation of the Maple software company, which managed to create one of the 2 internationally leading mathematical software systems worldwide. Now, it may seem that the area of symbolic computation at the intersection of mathematics and computer science is a very special research field for some exotic and strange people at academia who are not satisfied with torturing children with mathematics in high school, but are turning to torture even computers with this abstract mathematics stuff. So let me take this opportunity to explain, at least in a few words, why our field of symbolic computation is actually in the center of the scientific, technologic, economic spiral that drives today's world. In fact, new mathematical methods like methods for robot control, safe transmission of data in the internet, computer-aided surgery, computer tomography, weather forecasts, etc., are the indispensable and ultimate basis for all these wonderful software systems that enable higher and higher degrees of automation in today's science, technology, economy, and also personal life. In the public, mathematics is perceived to be something that is boring, strange, or exotic. However, at least in the public, it is well accepted that doing mathematics needs a certain amount of intelligence. The intellectual process by which mathematicians go from known formulae to new formulae is difficult, challenging, and sometimes keeps the best minds busy for not only months, but years. On the way from known formulae to new formulae, or as we say, from known symbolic expressions to new symbolic expressions, mathematicians fill pages after pages or blackboards after blackboards with symbolic mathematical text, where each step needs a lot of creativity. Now, in our research area called symbolic computation, we try to understand and systematize this challenging intellectual process of mathematical derivation in such a deep way that we ultimately are able to derive systematic methods by which this intellectual process of deriving new mathematical formula is itself automated. Lots of progress has been made in the past few decades in this automation of the intellectual process of doing mathematics. Mathematical derivations that needed months or even years of mathematical thinking of well-trained mathematicians some decades ago can now be executed completely automatically by our new methods of symbolic computation, which by now are also available for everyone in software systems like the Maple system developed at this university. Summarizing, symbolic computation focuses on the automation of the intellectual process of doing mathematics that is at the basis of all the automation in all of science, technology, and economy. Hence, progress in symbolic computation means potentiated progress in the entire innovation spiral from science via technology to economy. Research in symbolic computation, however, is not only important, it is also exciting, intellectually and even artistically rewarding, modern and future-oriented, and needs best academic education. Therefore, I would like to warmly encourage young people like you to seek careers in the area of mathematics in all different fields of mathematics, including computer science, including also our special field of symbolic computation. Like with a difficult musical instrument, learning the technicalities of our field may be cumbersome. It may take some time, but the joy of managing to play with the instrument and observing its effects on the world around us is fulfilling beyond description. The University of Waterloo and also the country of Canada can be very proud and happy to have one of the strongest groups in the world in this wonderful and challenging field of symbolic computation, which has also such a high economic potential for technological and industrial innovation. And I am therefore particularly happy and grateful to receive today the honor of doctorate from this university. I congratulate all our young colleagues, new graduates, for their achievements, and once more, thank you very much. Thank you.
Dr. Buchberger, on behalf of the university, I thank you for your inspiring words and welcome you and Dr. McPhee to the group of Waterloo's distinguished alumni. I would also like to congratulate Dr. Mary Thompson for receiving the title of Distinguished Professor Emerita. Would the members of the graduating class please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Alumni, you may take your seats. I now invite Sarah's son to come forward and deliver the valedictory address. Sarah.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, fellow graduates, family, and friends, thank you for being here today, accompanying the University of Waterloo Mathematics graduating class of 2011 as we stand at the end of this milestone, about to embark on the rest of our lives. Throughout the last few years, our school has brought us so many different memories. Some you will remember, some you will forget, some you can't remember even if you wanted to, and others still that you will spend years trying to forget. When I was in first year, one of my friends graduated from computer science here at UW, and like most of us, promptly ran as far and as fast away as he could. After traveling Europe and Asia for a few months, one of the first things he posted when he got back to Waterloo on Facebook was, "OMG, it's so nice to be in a place where everybody speaks UW math." Back then, I don't think I really understood what he meant. But after 4 more years here, I now realize what he was trying to say. Graduates from UW Math are special. Being a math student at UW means that at some point in your undergraduate career, you have pulled an all-nighter to finish an assignment or a project. On other occasions, you have gotten lost in the depths of the 5th and 6th floors of the MC, and maybe even the 2nd and 3rd floors of DC as well. Being a math student means that you have worn the color pink with pride, and you're not embarrassed that our mascot is a giant tie. Being a math student means that you have marveled at the wildlife that we have on campus, most likely while being chased off the sidewalks by a hissing goose. In addition, being a math student means that you're probably guilty of playing board games or video games at a party, and that you think being a geek or a nerd is really cool. But most of all, becoming a graduate in mathematics at the University of Waterloo means that you are now prepared to face the world's problems head-on with a particular mix of grace, pride, intelligence, and the enthusiasm that is unique to our institution. It means that the future looks bright and another big life milestone is behind us. In honor of this big achievement, I wanted to stand here in front of you today and give you just one piece of guidance or advice for the future. Since the advent of Facebook and Twitter, I constantly feel I need to prove what an interesting person I am to my online friends by posting deep and insightful phrases in 140 characters or less. As a result, when I was thinking about what I wanted to say to you today, I was fixated on the idea of a short, snappy piece of wisdom that would make all of you gasp, pull out your cell phones, and retweet my wisdom to the world. But the more I thought about it, the more that I realized that I am in no way entitled to or able to give you any advice about the future. I'm also standing here, just about to convocate, just as optimistic, just as uncertain, and just as nervous about the future as you are. Then a thought occurred to me. As I was growing up, the best pieces of advice I ever got were from my parents, who I'll admit were almost always right. Now, as we stand here at the end of our undergraduate careers, who better to ask than those who have been there before us? I decided to turn to past UW Math and CS grads for advice. This was the question I asked. If you could go back in time to the day you convocated and give yourself just one piece of advice for the future, what would it be? The first piece of advice I got was sleep more. After that, however, I began to notice that everything started to follow the same themes. After compiling them, here's what past graduates of UW would like to say to you today. Don't worry so much about the future. Things tend to work out. This is your chance to learn what you want, to do what you want, and to explore what really makes you happy. You can't just think your way into what's right for you. You can only try it and see. Don't be so afraid of change. It's a lot more relaxing to live a life not constantly stewing in fear and anxiety. And also, sleep more. Now, before I go, moms and dads, grandparents, brothers, sisters, family and friends from all over the world, thank you for being here today. Your support, guidance, friendship, and love helped shape who we are today, and we wouldn't be here without you. To all of our favorite professors, lecturers, tutors, and TAs from the last few years, thank you for inspiring us with your enthusiasm, your love of mathematics, your patience, and your support. But most of all, thank you for challenging us and bringing out the best in each and every one of us. Finally, University of Waterloo Mathematics graduating class of 2011, congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Sarah, thank you very much for your wonderful words. They were inspirational, they were thoughtful, they were memorable, and as you said, they were snappy. Ladies and gentlemen, guests, we have just formally acknowledged many achievements of our graduating students. And indeed, these achievements have been significant. Graduates, you have been challenged, were stretched. There were times that you weren't sure where this was going to go. But the proof is you're here today. You've all made it. This would not have been possible, as Sarah mentioned, without the support of many, many people who are also here today. Some of them are here. They have been, right from the beginning, giving you a lot of support. There were times that you weren't sure how that final exam was going to go. Somebody was there encouraging you that go write it, it's going to be okay. There were times that you weren't sure if there was any food left in your refrigerator. Somehow, miraculously, a care package arrived from somewhere. Sometimes, you were worried about your bank account. Somehow, it got replenished. Those people are here today. They're very proud of you. They're watching you with a lot of pride. And there are some people, some parents, some grandparents, spouses, partners, brothers and sisters who couldn't be here because of distance or for other reasons. But their presence is felt here today. And I'm sure that they're thinking of you right this moment. So I would like to ask everybody who is here, who is very proud of their sons, daughters, grandchildren, family members graduating, would you please rise? Members of the graduating class, I would like to join me in acknowledging the tremendous support these people have given you over the years. It's good to stretch for a little while, but you may be seated now. I'd just like to quickly remind you a couple of house rules. I'm sure you would like to take some photographs as our graduates are going through the podium. To my right, this is the area where you could line up to take pictures. Please ensure that after you're finished, go back to your seat because there are many other people behind you wanting to do the same thing. And the graduates, after you've been hooded, would you please go back to your seats and watch your other fellow graduates being hooded. With that, we'll proceed to the conferring of the degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Computer Science, University Honours Program. Miron Abdullah, Dmitry Arkhipov, Mint Taksim Bari. Bahadur Biglari, Jasmine Chan, Edward Chun Pong Chung. Chen Yang Gu, Sung Yoon Her, Muhammad Saqib Jamil. Agerke Kasabekova, Ali Khan, Andy Tsling Kong. Tian Ling Esther Lau, Chun Liu, Zichang Long. Min Lu, Graham McIntyre, Alexander Miller. Shadab ul Rashid, Wei Ting Sun, Alexander Slavik. David Tran, Xinglong Wang, Xiao Ju Yu. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I now present to you the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Computer Science, University Honours Cooperative Program. Dean Albert Atali, Evgenia Badyanova, Sergei Bezborodko. Mark Bloomer, Guk Hyun Chai, Jason Ting Shun Chan. Kevin Kin Long Chan, Stephen Chung, Oliver Klinkett. Raymond Christopher Twa, Malini Das, Skylar Alexander Bergman Dawson. Michelle Marie Den Hollander, John Deschenaux, Michael Ellis. Drong Ni Fan, Lee Fang, Kirk Fernandez. Andrew Ford, Xuan Fu, Alice Yue Hai. Michael Harris, Jeffrey Johnson, Veronica Jungyeon Kim. Woong Ba Kim, Yong Hyun Kim, Christopher Kohut. Anna Komarova, Lance Lawson, Nathan Leung. Jia Hui Liang, Meng Shi Liao, Zhao Yang Lin. Huntley Lue, Franco Luk, Jingwei Luo. Barbara Elizabeth Clark MacDonald, who is also the recipient of the President's Circle Award for Leadership. Stephen Xiang Luo, Matthew Maciejewski, Shanti Malvaganam. James Daniel Mason, Joseph Matei, Diana Matei. Jonathan Meisenheimer, Aaron Needbala, Krista Odger. Ilya Panchenko, Milan Patel, Gabriel Rosenberg. Brandon Rutledge, Jason Seaman, Oleg Semenchuk. Christopher John Stewart Sharp, Chen Han Shen, Sean Sheng. Sabina Simons, Sharjil Sohail, Jinho Song. Melissa Sparks, Chong Su, Marika Barandina Talens. Jeffrey Verkuyen, Aaron Vizuntai, Lyle Alexander Waldman. Christopher Nuowei Wang, Zi Junnan Wang, Derek Webb. Zhaohan Wang, Clement Wong, Jonathan Wong. Matthew Woolman, Jonathan Yim, Eric Yuen. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I now present to you the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Mathematics, University Honours Program. Matthew Edward Joseph Amy, Ai-Ming Chen, Pei Cheng Chua. Ho Wei Chuang, Yik Chung Fan, Tian Gao. Wen Jing Ge, Bahare Yiyasian, Daniel Gotts. Justin Ha, Nika Hartalab, Bin Han. Rolin Han, Na Yung Hong, Man He William Ho. Junjuan Hu, Dian Huang, Ziming Huang. Aaron Ingersoll, Shan Jiang, Yini Jiang. Syed Muzaffar Hassan Kazmi, Hyunwoo Kim, Trak Le. Chulmin Lee, Long Lei, Jing Li. Jingwen Li, Chuanshui Li, Siyu Li. Xia Li, Xiao Liang, Fang Yuan Lin. Xiang Lin, Elliot Linton, Harris Chuk Him Liu. Zhenni Liu, Chi Meng Lo, Yiran Lu. Yuan Yuan Luo, Yat Lung Ma, Rahul Mohan. John Moss, Craig Allen Joseph Nafziger, Kwok To Ng. Yunju Park, Ahmad Sajwani, Mustafa Salem. Kevin Ka-Fai Sam, Chun Yi Shan, Craig James Silnieks. Lawrence To Sheng Min, Alexandra Kathleen Turkheim, Kok Fai Y. Tian Wang, Tianyi Wang, Shi Wang. Joseph Wong, Yin Wu, Jiawen Xian. Robert Xiao, Hui Chan Xie, Sun Hui Shu. Jingting Shu, Shuo Shu, Chen Guang Yan. Zongshuan Yan, Yiran Yang, Huifang Drang. Le Drang, Xin Drang, Zhenghao Drang. Yijie Drew. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the recipients of the degree Bachelor of Mathematics, University Honors Cooperative Program. Haijang An, Chi An, Kathleen Anderson. Rama Azar, Alexander Lewis William Brack, Robert Sau. Varun Chadha, Antonio Chang, Li Chi Chen. Michael Chen, Wei Ji Chen, Shi Chen. Ian Yik Yung Choi, Mary Alyssa Culp, Christopher Michael Cooley. Thomas Dimson, Shane D'Souza, Neil Duchin. Leslie Alexander Gap, Nikolai Zhigov, Brendan Arthur Hendel McCarthy. Jennifer Christine Hurst, Yi Jia Huang, Melanie Charlotte Marie Haiba. Abdul Karim Ibrahim, Sadiq Aziz Juma, Michael Angelo Cresno Cristanto. Ekaterina Kruchinkina, Wendy Kwan, Wing Ping Bonnie Lam. Samuel Lau, An Koa Lee, Juan Ho Leung. Rachel Suzanne Lewis, Bai Yu Lee, Cindy Lee. Kun Liao, Si Wei Lin, Xiao Xiao Lin. Chuan Liu, Zheng Liu, Jethro Ka Chung Ma. Jing Ma, Yeung Ling Ma, Donald McGillivray. Anton Markoff, Andrew James McNamara, Yao Meng. Zain Nadir, Chi Wun Ung, Ka Ching Jason Ung. Martin Ung, Timothy Ung, Cheng Ye Ni. Shoaib Farouk Nursumar, Claire S. Park, Jonathan Park. Sia Yun Poi. This student is also the recipient of the Samuel Eckler Medal for the highest standing in actuarial science. Arpita Patel, Yu Chuan, Hassan Riaz. Claude Lucien Richard, Guan Rong, Dennis Sadowski. Lalithanki Sarvanantham, Zhongwei Shen, Si Yuan Sheng. Salim Sikander, Derek Siu, Johnny Sone. Sarah Kathleen Sun, Monica Shidlowski, Andrew Tam. Pui Ting Tang, Brennan Taylor, Albert Tuan Dai Tran. Kevin Thomas Wilfong, Andrew Wong, David Yuk Hong Wong. Anthony Kung Hei Wu, Chiang Si Wu, Sang Wu. Jilin Xiao, Annie Yang, Shi Yin Yu. Heng Xiao Zhang, Rachel Nan Zhang, Shi Zhang. Chu Meng Zhao, Ting Zhou. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I present recipients of the degree Bachelor of Software Engineering. Alexander Joseph Amato, Robert Amelard Artem Avdakov. John Barr, Alexander Bass, Keith Emery Belove. Andrew Bew, Maximilian Daniel Burston, Dai Wan Chung. Darcy Coleman, Joseph Collins, Gerald Coulter Nistel. William Curtis, Robert Joseph Pisano, Matthew Ewing. Crawford David Doran, also the recipient of the Stanford Fleming Foundation Medal for Academic Excellence. Nathaniel Flatt, Kevin Garland, Benoit Girard. Mosan Pandianfard, Alam Karam Arji, Armin Hasanbegovic. Douglas Hinson, Derek Fairley Ho, John Huang. Yibo Huang, Ryan Karn, Garrett Kelly. James Kendall, Sandeep Singh Kanpur, Gorinda Singh Karbanda. Yubin Kim, Alvin Liu, Xiao Long Liu. James Ferdinand Lucanta, Makia Makowski, Taya Manke. Nicholas Menzes, Daniel Nicorera, Mohammed Qureshi. Goban Ravindran, Joshua Edward Roach, Ori Shannon. Asha Rostamianfar, also the recipient of the Stanford Fleming Foundation Medal for Academic Excellence. Sayamara Sharma, Octavian Sishin, Roshane Silva. Curtis Andrew Steves, Ming Sun, Isaac Russell Sutherland. Derek Thurn, Han Song Wong, Ka-Man Sophia Wong. Di Wu, Aaron Chung-Win Yon, Farid Marwan Zakaria. Jia B. Zhang, Chu Zhao. Philip Macaulay. This degree is being awarded posthumously and is being accepted by Philip's brother Andrew. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Chancellor, I bring you the Masters of Mathematics. Also the recipient of the Amit and Meena Chakma Award for Exceptional Teaching by a Student, Terry David Anderson. Omed Ardakanian, Caitlin Alexandru Avram, Tien Tien Bien. Dina Dawood, Luciel Adebank Akembenyong, Mayor El Kadab. Katun Fu, Joshua Mark Corner, Adam Hugh Gill. Ryan Henry. Ryan is also the recipient for Outstanding Achievement in Grad Studies in the Master's Program at the University of Waterloo. Jason Ching Chin Ho, Daniel Isaacs, Matthew Jeremy Shaver K. Michael G. Sam Lam, Jian Hao Li, Jiaking Li. Zunen Liu, Ying Liu, Tong Lu. Yitian Kim, Brandon Robinson, Fatty Samuel. Muhammad Sukar, Jianheng Wang, Yongliang Wang. Jian Yao, Zhu Yi, Qi Xian. Yuji Zhang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Now, I have a doctorate of philosophy. Mohammed Rashid Ahmed. Christina Boucher. Jian Chen. Bin Dong. Ayman Aghandur. Abram Hindle. Krishnan Raju Jampani. Roy Fisher. Zarin Langari. Dagmar Marika Hadudet. Daniel Stephen Roach. And Daniel is also the recipient for Outstanding Achievement in Graduate Studies in a doctoral program at the University of Waterloo. Tyrell Clinton Russell. Ishmael Charara. Kelly Telegani. Xiaoxian Xiong. Gregory Zavaruka. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who are approved by Senate but who are unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
Mr. Chancellor, I now invite Deanne Lynn Farrar to announce the names of the winner of the J.W. Graham Medal in Computing and Innovation.
J. Wesley Graham, one of the founders of the Faculty of Mathematics, was responsible more than any one person for Waterloo's name becoming synonymous with computing and computer science throughout the world. He established teams of experts that created software for which the university is renowned. He established the model under which numerous companies have commercialized university research and innovation. In his honor, the university established in 2005 the J.W. Graham Medal in Computing and Innovation to recognize annually the graduate who exemplifies the qualities shown by Professor Graham. The 2011 recipient of the J.W. Graham Medal is Mr. Zach Erlacher. In each of the last 4 decades, Zach Erlacher has been at the forefront of disruptive changes in the software industry. He has pioneered products and companies that have been leaders in graphical environments in the 1980s, client-server software in the 1990s, open-source software in the 2000s, and most recently, cloud-based software-as-a-service applications. Mr. Erlacher earned a Master's of Mathematics in Computer Science, a degree at the University of Waterloo in 1984. He wrote his thesis, Principles of Programming Environments, under Dr. Gordon Cormack. Mr. Erlacher began his work in the software industry with the Whitewater Group, a startup company which created the first object-oriented programming language for Windows. Mr. Erlacher subsequently moved to Silicon Valley to join Borland International, the leader in visual development tools, and while there rose through the ranks to become vice president. At Borland, Mr. Erlacher helped create and launch such award-winning development tools as Delphi and JBuilder, one of the first development environments for Java. As the internet became a more significant force in computing, Mr. Erlacher joined Active Software, a startup company with innovative enterprise middleware technology. Mr. Erlacher helped take the company public and later assisted in its acquisition for $1.3 billion by Web Methods. In the early 2000s, recognizing the disruptive potential for open source software, Mr. Erlacher joined a small Finnish startup company focused on commercializing MySQL, the leading open source database. Mr. Erlacher ran marketing and engineering at MySQL, managing developers in more than 30 countries. He built the enterprise subscription business model, which generated approximately $100 million in revenue and led to the sale of MySQL for $1 billion to Sun Microsystems. Mr. Urlacher is now Chief Operating Officer at Zendesk, the leading cloud-based help desk software company. He is an advisor, investor, and board member for several software companies, and in his spare time is a marathon runner, century cyclist, and blues guitar player. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his remarkable achievements as a graduate of the Faculty of Mathematics, I request that you present the J.W. Graham Medal in Computing and Innovation to Zach Urlacher.
Can I please ask Mr. Robert Zhao come up to the podium, please? The University of Waterloo is proud to have been invited to award the Governor General's Silver Medal for academic merit. 3 silver medals are being presented at convocation ceremonies this week to the graduates who achieved the highest standing in the bachelor's program in the university. One of these medals is being presented to Mr. Zhao today. Robert graduated from the Walter Murray Collegiate High School in Saskatoon. During his undergraduate career, he was the recipient of 2010 Combinatorics and Optimization Book Prize, René Descartes Scholarships in 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010, and received the University of Waterloo's President's Scholarships of Distinction in 2007. His advisor, Bertrand Guenin, describes him as exceptional. He graduates today, ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to your seats, with 98% average in honors math and computer science. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you present the Governor General's Silver Medal for 2011 to Robert Zhao. Ladies and gentlemen, I think our newest class of graduates, they deserve a round of applause. Graduates, I'm sure that many special bonds and friendships have been established over the years that you studied here at the university. I will ask you to all rise, please, and congratulate each other. Up, up. You may be seated again. Today, we are celebrating our graduates in the Faculty of Mathematics. When asked what it was like being the United Kingdom's Chancellor of the Exchequer in 1924, a post that required its fair share of mathematical know-how to keep Britain's books balanced, Winston Churchill described it as an Alice in Wonderland world, at the portals of which stood a quadratic equation, followed by the dim chambers inhabited by the differential calculus, and then a strange corridor of sines, cosines, and tangents in a highly square-rooted condition. Churchill was right in that there's an element of wonder to the work you do. Graduates, we hope that the feelings of fulfillment and achievement that you and your family are celebrating today are in close synchronization with the hopes and dreams that inform your choice to study at the University of Waterloo. By now, you may think that you have learned all there is to learn from us at the university. However, there are some final lessons I would like to leave with you today. First, take a pride in this institution. In our short history, we have climbed to the ranks of the top 10 universities in Canada, and our global reputation has cracked the top 100 universities in the world. Our university, your university, is consistently ranked first by reputation for innovation and for producing the leaders of tomorrow, future makers. As I look at our graduates today, what I see is the next generation of leadership. The University of Waterloo has sought to create an environment that combines the best in the humanities, in science and technology, in a way that is relevant to the lives of Canadians in a rapidly changing world. But the University of Waterloo's success, its reputation, and its goal to achieve a level of excellence comparable to the top universities in the world is entirely dependent on what you do with what you have learned here at the university. So secondly, be proud of your achievements. This has been at many times a challenging, difficult journey for you. And today we are seeing the first fruits of your dedication. Our goal here has been to prepare you for what lies ahead, and you have been the most significant contributor to that goal through your own hard work, your dedication, and the building of lasting friendships. As you leave here today and begin the next chapter in your journey of discovery, recall the words of author and historian George Iles, who wrote, "Whoever ceases to be a student has never been a student." Remember that the completion and achievement of a degree is not the end, far from it. Education is a lifelong exercise. The creativity, the willingness to take risks, and the spirit of collaboration you have all demonstrated as students will serve you very well in the years to come as you continue to learn. Thirdly and finally, know that we are so very proud of you. If I may speak on behalf of your professors and for the entire staff at the university for a moment, I will say that we take such pride in the successes and accomplishment of our students. And allow me to welcome you to our growing number alumni family of more than now 150,000 around the world. At Waterloo, we like to say we are connected. I encourage you to stay connected to the friends you have found here and the institution that you have called home for the past few years. In 1676, Isaac Newton wrote to his rival, Robert Hooke, on the subject of innovation. He wrote, if I have seen a little further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Ladies and gentlemen, our graduates are our giants. Giants who have elevated the University of Waterloo into the ranks of top universities during the all too brief time that they have spent with us here. And because of you, the University of Waterloo will achieve even greater successes in the years to come. It is our hope that when you look back on your time at the university, you can say, my future started here. Thank you again for spending a good chunk of your time with us, and congratulations.